Hi everyone, I'm here with Jodie.
Hi everyone.
We're going to be doing some yoga.
Yes, today we're going to look at some yoga postures that will be lovely for running. I know Sam's got the marathon coming up. Anyone else that might like running, these postures will be really nice to stretch, strengthen the core, find a bit of strength as well as stretching, which will all help with running.
Yeah, because that's important
for
stretching and getting strength up for,
yeah,
especially during a marathon.
Yes, you need a lot of training for that, I'm guessing. So yeah, yoga is a lovely complement to running.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can go over some postures, and they're good for anything. You don't have to be a runner to do all these postures. Yoga's great for anything, but yeah, these ones particularly will be lovely for running. On to our hands and knees. We'll start there. So for downward dog, we want the hands about shoulder width apart. People can take them too wide, and then that just puts a lot more pressure on their arms. So about shoulder width apart with the hands, which might not be quite as wide as what some people think. And then knees, feet about hip width apart. We're going to tuck the toes under, and then start to lift the hips up towards the sky. Start to straighten the legs a bit. You can bring the legs fully straight if that feels okay, but you can bend the knees as well. That can take a bit of pressure off the legs. So whichever one we prefer. So I'll guide through it while Sam stays there. So feet, doesn't matter if the heels aren't down, we're just having that intention of the heels getting heavy down towards the mat. So don't worry too much about trying to ground the feet all the way. Legs can be straight if that's okay, but again you can bend the knees. We're imagining the tailbone lift up to the sky and getting that lengthening of the spine. And you can come from there if you like. So we're going to step, you can step the right foot forwards if you like, and it doesn't matter how you get there. Some people might struggle stepping forwards. You can do whatever you need to get there. So we'll come up into a high lunge, so we can start to rise up. It can feel a bit wobbly when you sometimes come that way. So we'll do our high lunge, which is a lovely one to strengthen the legs, good for running. So lunge is good because we've got the strength of the front leg and then the stretch of the back leg. And then as we switch sides, you then get that same action on the other side. So lunge, the front knee stacks over the ankle. So you can bring the foot just a bit more forward so that we line up a little bit better with the knee over ankle. Lovely. And it is quite a strong one, so that longer step back will make it stronger. You can step in a little bit to make it not as strong if that feels a lot. Position. So back knee is down. And half splits might be like, oh, splits, but it's not as bad as what we might think it is. So this one brings a nice stretch for the front leg. So just to get into it from this low lunge position, you're going to start to straighten your front leg, and then you can point the toes up, and you might immediately start to feel that stretch. So alignment for this one, we want the left hip over the left knee if you're on this side with the right leg out in front. So if the hip is kind of far back like mine will be here, you can just slide that front foot a bit more forwards. So we stack that hip on top of the knee, so it's kind of nice and straight there. And then square the hips to make sure you're not kind of like off to the side with the hips, they're nice and level. And then we're stretching into this front leg. So we're seated, you can get comfortable on the sitting bones, bring the feet in a bit closer. And then we're going to take the arms out in front, the palms face inwards towards each other. A variation for this as well is to hold the legs. If you want a bit more support, you can just hold the back of the legs. So we'll come into it. We're going to start to lift the feet off the mat. You can stay low down, you can just hover the feet there. Again, if this is a lot, you can hold the legs. And if you want to try lift the feet a bit higher, you can then bring the feet up. So here we're finding length of the spine. We don't want to hunch back with the spine. We're feeling a bit of a lift through the chest. So this will be like a half boat. You might feel that. It strengthens the legs as well as the core, so the legs might start to shake. And then the full boat, we'd have the legs straight. And that's definitely more challenging. And we're kind of balancing the weight between the tailbone, the sitting bones, and then again just feeling nice and strong here.
Thank you for showing me them postures.
Thank you for having me, Sam.
I'll put that into my running routine as well. This is going to follow on to other yoga videos, so you can look out for more soon.